Well, night one of the Nutcrackers in the books, and for those who made it out to the Buddy Holly tonight, we've heard that it was a masterpiece like always, and it's just going to get better with each night. I think it's fair to say that every year the Nutcracker is Ballet Lubbock's crown jewel production, and when they needed someone to be the Cavalier this time around, they knew just who to call.
It's magnificent, grandeur, so many words to describe it.
As a widely respected and nationally known professional dancer, Bashan Williams knows a thing or two about good venues.
Definitely a theater that feels world-class.
The Lubbock native is back in the Hub City this week to perform as the Cavalier in Ballet Lubbock's production of the Nutcracker, the same company he spent years part of.
You know, life has this funny way of, like coming full circle and then spinning you on another trip.
The Lubbock High grad says his love for dance developed naturally through a combination of other hobbies.
Definitely started through sports, through physical activity and competition, playing basketball growing up, and then a mix of theater arts along the way kind of were the perfect concoction, if you would, for letting me become a performer.
When the 35-year-old isn't on stage with his Salt Lake City dance company, he's teaching the performing art at his alma mater, the University of Utah.
I love seeing the light bulb go off in students' eyes and in their mind when you really say something that reaches them to a level of, and then to see that that light bulb manifest itself in their movement and their creativity. I think that's really one of the most rewarding aspects of the job for me.
Williams says getting the call to come home and perform the role of the Cavalier is a huge honor in itself.
I think it's the one role that that most male artists like myself kind of look forward to being able to do. To say, yes, I was, privileged enough to have grown enough to be asked to do this role.
But the biggest honor of it all for Williams is getting the chance to inspire this next generation of performers, not in New York or overseas, but in his hometown.
Because there's so many dancers, I think, that paved the way for me. There were role models and inspirations for me growing up that really made it feel like dance, this art form, this profession was a place that, that people like me can thrive. So to be in that similar role as my role models, it's just incredible.
We do want to mention that Bashan isn't the only Ballet Lubbock alum to return for this year's production. Theo Spencer is back as the Russian lead. Lori Wilson, who has spent more than a decade with the St. Louis Ballet, reprises her role as the Sugar Plum Fairy. And Joseph Rodriguez is back on the Buddy Holly stage as Drosselmeyer yet again.